Hello player, today we will analyze the match between M. Carlsen with the white pieces and Hi Nakamura with the black pieces. e4, c5, knight f3, d6, d4, c, captures on d4, knight captures on d4, knight f6, knight c3, a6, a3, g6, bishop e3, bishop g7, f3, knight c6, queen d2, d5. This move was inaccurate, the best move was h5. For example, h5, queenside castling, queen c7, with an advantage for white, d5, e, captures on d5, knight captures on d5, knight captures on c6, b, captures on c6, bishop d4, bishop captures on d4, queen captures on d4, kingside castling, queenside castling, queen c7, bishop c4, e5, queen d2, bishop e6, knight e4, rook from f, d8, queen g5. This move was inaccurate, the best move was queen h6. For example, queen h6, queen e7, h4, queen f8, queen g5, f5, bishop captures on d5, bishop captures on d5, knight f6 check, king g7, knight captures on h7, queen g8, knight f6, queen e6, knight captures on d5, with a decisive advantage for white, queen g5, knight f4. The evaluation became 2.1, this was a serious mistake, the best move was king g7. For example, king g7, rook from h, e1, h6, queen h4, queen b6, queen f2, queen captures on f2, knight captures on f2, f6, knight e4, knight c7, with an advantage for white, knight f4, bishop captures on e6. This move gives back part of the advantage, the best move was g3. For example, g3, knight d5, queen h6, with a decisive advantage for white, bishop captures on e6, knight captures on e6, queen f6, rook d5, h4, rook from a, d8, rook from d, e1, knight c5, knight c3, rook from 8, d6, queen g5, f6. This move was inaccurate, the best move was e4. For example, e4, queen e3, rook d4, with a decisive advantage for white, f6, queen e3, rook d4, g4. This move gives back part of the advantage, the best move was f4. For example, f4, queen d7, f, captures on e5, rook e6, queen g3, with a decisive advantage for white, g4, queen a5, king b1, knight a4. The evaluation became 2.7, this was a serious mistake, the best move was rook d8. For example, rook d8, king a2, rook b8, with an advantage for white, knight a4, knight e4, rook d8. This move was inaccurate, the best move was rook e6. For example, rook e6, Queen b3. Queen d5. g5. Queen captures on b3. c. Captures on b3. Knight b6. Knight captures on f6 check. King g7. Knight e4. f5. With a decisive advantage for white. Rook d8. Knight captures on f6 check. King g7. Knight h5 check. This move gives back part of the advantage. The best move was knight e4. For example, knight e4. Queen b6. Queen b3. Rook b8. Queen captures on b6. Knight captures on b6. h5. With a decisive advantage for white. Knight h5 check. King g8. The evaluation became 3.3. This was a serious mistake. The best move was king f7. For example, king f7. Queen b3 check. Rook from 4, d5. Knight g3. King f8. With a decisive advantage for white. King g8. Queen b3 check. King h8. Queen f7. G. Captures on h5. Queen f6 check. King g8. G. Captures on h5. Knight c3 check. King a1. This move gives back part of the advantage. The best move was b. Captures on c3. For example, b. Captures on c3. Rook b8 check. King a2. Queen d5 check. King a1. Rook g4. Rook from e, g1. Rook g6. H. Captures on g6. h6. Queen e7. Queen captures on f3. Queen h7 check. King f8. Rook f1. With a decisive advantage for white. King a1. Rook d1 check. Rook captures on d1. Rook captures on d1 check. Rook captures on d1. Knight captures on d1. Queen e6 check. King f8. Queen d6 check. King f7. Queen captures on d1. Queen d5. Queen captures on d5 check. c. Captures on d5. b4. King e6. King b2. King f5. f4. e4. f. Captures on e4 check. d. Captures on e4. King c3. King f4. King d2. White's victory. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and leave your suggestions.